Welcome to Concrete Block, the podcast where we dive into the latest news and current events shaping our world. I'm your host, Walter. Today, we're starting with a significant development in international relations as the United States and Iran have engaged in talks mediated by Oman. The discussions, which took place in Muscat, focused on the Iranian nuclear program, among other issues. According to reports, the U.S. delegation, led by Middle East envoy Steve Witkoff and Jared Kushner, sought to address Tehran's backing of militant groups, its ballistic missile program, and its treatment of protesters. The Iranian foreign minister, Abbas Araghchi, stated that the talks were held in a very positive atmosphere and that both sides agreed to continue negotiations. However, the U.S. also announced new sanctions against shipping entities and vessels aimed at curbing Iran's oil exports. Additionally, President Trump signed an executive order enabling his administration to impose tariffs on goods from countries doing business with Iran, which could potentially impact trade with nations like China, Germany, and the United Arab Emirates. It's essential to note that the situation between the U.S. and Iran remains complex and sensitive, with both sides having different perspectives and concerns. The U.S. has expressed worries about Iran's nuclear ambitions, while Tehran maintains that its program is peaceful. Meanwhile, human rights groups have reported significant casualties and arrests during the recent protests in Iran, with over 6,500 protesters killed and nearly 51,000 arrested. As we continue to follow this story, it's crucial to consider multiple viewpoints and sources to gain a deeper understanding of the issues at play. We'll be keeping a close eye on developments in this region and providing updates as more information becomes available. We'll be right back with more of today's top news on Concrete Block. Welcome back to Concrete Block. We're diving into a fascinating story from Ireland where a recent opinion poll has shed light on the country's stance on social media regulation. According to the Irish Times Ipsos poll, a whopping 76% of voters support banning under-16s from accessing social media platforms. This comes as the European Commission considers taking action against TikTok, with plans to ban addictive features like infinite scrolling. The poll also revealed that 90% of voters are in favor of banning social media platforms that have broken the law by circulating illegal images. It's clear that the public is eager for stricter regulations on social media companies. The Irish government is now under pressure to consider introducing such bans, as several countries have already done so or have promised to do so. Interestingly, the poll also touched on other topics, including Ireland's defense strategy and the country's relationship with the U.S. A large majority of voters, 85%, believe that Ireland should take more responsibility for its own defense, while a majority also support keeping the triple lock, which includes the requirement for a UN resolution before troops can be sent abroad on peacekeeping missions. The poll results provide valuable insights into the Irish public's opinions on various issues. As the government considers its next steps on social media regulation and other matters, it will be essential to take these views into account. We'll be keeping a close eye on how these developments unfold. Welcome back to Concrete Block. Today, we're going to dive into a complex and intriguing story involving the British royal family. The recent controversy surrounding Prince Andrew and his association with convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein has raised many questions about the family's dynamics and how they will move forward. At the center of this story are Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie, Prince Andrew's daughters, who have found themselves caught in the midst of their father's scandal. Despite their own personal struggles and challenges, the sisters have continued to attend royal events and maintain a sense of normalcy amidst the turmoil. The princess's decision to spend Christmas with the wider royal family at Sandringham rather than with their parents has been seen as a significant move. It suggests that they are attempting to distance themselves from their father's controversies while still remaining part of the royal fold. It's essential to note that Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie have always been seen as part of a package, together with Prince Andrew and Sarah Ferguson as part of the House of York. However, as they navigate this challenging time, they will need to establish their own identities and paths within the royal family. The King's decision to allow them to attend the Christmas service at Sandringham sends a clear message that they are still valued members of the family. It also highlights the complexities of royal dynamics, where personal relationships and public image often intersect. As we consider the future of the royal family, it's crucial to remember that Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie are not only royals, but also individuals with their own lives, families, and aspirations. Their ability to balance their loyalty to their parents with their duty to the monarchy will be closely watched in the coming months. That's all for today's Concrete Block. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and until next time, stay informed.